You're wearing a face mask in the house, bruh. Oh wait, you're at the bridge. My fault.
Okay, excuse me, but we're in class right now, so please don't interrupt.
My fault.
Sorry,
I was
sorry.
I was just asking why you're wearing a mask, but then I saw you're at the bridge, so never mind.
Okay, but same thing. I'm talking.
Now I'm talking. Shut up,
Whoa.
stupid ass. Go back to your bridge. You just mute yourself. You're dumb. You just mute yourself.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're tuning in. My name is Jonathan Torres Herrera, and you are watching or listening to the JTH show. Today, we have a very interesting topic, and that is the discussing side of distance learning. But first, roll the intro. All right. So as a general reminder, remember that you can catch the entire episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Radio Public. Also, today's videos are going to be heavily censored. In fact, from now on, I'm going to have to censor pretty much all of my stuff because, I took the whole YouTube Academy course, and apparently cussing is a big no-no unless you don't want to make money. And, I do want to intend to make a living out of this. So anyways, however, for those of you guys that want to catch anything that is on any of the YouTube, any of the YouTube shows, you can go to thejthshow.com, and all the videos or clips in relation to whatever episode you're watching will be on there uncensored. Okay, I just cannot, show them on the YouTube shows. Okay, let's jump into today's show. So, guys, today I have an interesting one. So, increasingly, I've been coming across some videos. I want to hope that are mainly posted by kids, right? Kids trying to chase the famous clout, right? Which, if anybody on watching right now is like, what the hell is clout? Okay, clout is basically fame. I mean, that's really what it is. They're trying to, catch or grab attention that will get them views and likes. And unfortunately, instead of using, hopefully, actual skills or talents that they might have, good talents for that matter, to, get some attention, their way, no, they're opting for pranks and jokes and just disgusting things that we're about to watch today. For those of you guys listening, of course, try to describe the videos, but I think just listening will give you a pretty good picture of what we're dealing with here. So, okay. So let me start by saying that I actually went as far as kind of breaking these down by category, because that's how many there are. Right. And no, there's none of these videos are, from what I can see, staged to where, the teachers are in it and other students are in it. I did find some like those, some that look like those that, we're like, okay, these are staged, they were doing dances or something, and the teacher's, horrible actor, and, they're like, oh my God, guys, not again. But I'm not going to include those here because, again, everybody's in on those. It's staged. Who cares, right? No. These, and you tell me, by the way, in the comments down below, let me know if you think these are fake. These look pretty genuine, and these look like something that just shouldn't exist. However, just like in many other instances, I try to take something that is, I guess, positive, in the sense that, well, what can we learn from this? And there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn from, definitely, from a parent standpoint. There's a lot to learn from people on the outside watching teachers, critiquing them and stuff like that, saying that they could do more. No, it doesn't mean that there's no bad teachers, by the way. It doesn't mean that any of these teachers we're about to watch are not bad. That's not the point. The point that you're about to see is that we can learn that if this is a way to act, when they know they probably are being recorded, some of them are recording themselves, how do you think some of these individuals are acting in school? The scarier thought is to imagine that these kids, right, because they're kids right now, are eventually going to be part of society, a society that you and I are in, And yeah, they're going to be interacting with, not with us, with our parents, with our children, our siblings, and in large part is it's how we are going to end up, eventually probably on some video out there being filmed that we had some kind of bad interaction with a store clerk, with a person outside a store. And it makes you wonder, who were these individuals back in school? Well, let's not go very far and look at some of the people that are right now in school that, again, are going to be eventually in society, rolling around with the rest of us. So let's jump into the first one. Oh, and by the way, some of the things that you'll see on here are kids giving out Zoom call information, right, to have other people that teachers don't even know who they are essentially hack their classes, right? Drop in on their classes and make fool of themselves. They are sexually harassing teachers. And you're going to be able to hear all this on here censored, but again, on the JTHshow.com website, you can hear them uncensored. You're also going to hear things like kids fighting amongst each other. And I'm not just saying like, hey, be quiet, or even saying like a shut up or something. No, I'm saying full-blown fighting, like with a very explicit language. So the first category I suppose we're going to go into is insulting and harassing. So without further ado, roll the first clip.
And they're just living this extreme life, okay? When you're thinking about...
Oh my god, Mendoza, can you stop doing all this random clap just to get attention? Like, I can't believe that someone made you. Like, and your voice is so annoying.
Okay, so, in this one, you have a teacher that is trying to, educate her class. They're talking about history or something. And out of nowhere, as the video said, this other kid just decides to interrupt the class, call her annoying, and then going as far as saying, I can't believe someone made you. And then drops out the class, right? Because that's what most little pricks that are probably and perhaps being parent or guided by other older pricks teach them is wrap your mouth and then run away. That's what this kid did. It shows character. And, what can the teacher do? Take the insult. Right? What can she do? She was just told, I can't believe you exist on this earth, basically, in other words, right? In so many words. And, you're annoying. I'm leaving. Plink. And, leaves the kid, the teacher there with the rest of the kids listening. It's like, okay, well, how is the teacher going to, react to this now? Go, Miss Mendoza, or whatever the name was, right? What can she do? All right, let's watch the next one.
You're wearing a face mask in the house, bruh. Oh wait, you're at the bridge. My fault.
Okay, excuse me, but we're in class right now, so please don't interrupt.
My fault.
Sorry.
I was just asking why you're wearing a mask, but then I saw you're at the bridge, so never mind.
Okay, but same thing. I'm talking.
Now I'm talking. Shut the up.
Whoa.
Stupid ass. Go back to your bridge. You just mute yourself. You're dumb. You just mute yourself. Miss Carter, you just mute yourself. How do you feel? How do you feel right now? Miss.
In my room, I be my cup.
Hey!
Let it in my cup.
Oh! Hey, send me that song, bro. I love that. Oh my god.
When I be my cup.
You can like...
No.
Miss, why are you wearing a mask inside? Be honest. Tell us.
Well, little prick, Miss Carter muted herself because she probably doesn't want to hear you, or for you to hear her in everything that she's probably yelling at you that she probably couldn't do because people would come out of all damn places saying, you should know better. You are the teacher. He is a child. And yet, as a human being, of course, right? She is expected to sit there and take this abuse, right? And if she dares say anything, because we've seen it, where teachers have had it and they'll fight back and they'll say things back. And, some of them have lost their jobs. Do I sit here and think and support that teachers should just punch a kid back? No, I don't think it should get physical like that. Do I think a teacher should sit there then and argue back with a kid? No, I suppose not, right? But it does make you think. I'm not in that position, and I don't know if you have been, but you probably haven't. What do you do? I mean, what do you do with some other random kid at the store, right? These are kids, right? But I don't want you to get romantic and confuse them with children, innocent babies. Oh, these are damn little demons, right? What would you do if you're at the store and one of these kids starts going off on you for whatever reason? For whatever reason. I mean, how would you react? How would you want to react? Are you going to be the grown up and be like, excuse me, child? Excuse me. No, you're not. Let's be honest. You're going to want to go over there and give them a piece of your mind. And these teachers here, obviously they can't. So what can they do? Mute themselves, right? She is trying to, be creative, show that she's in some random background, right, outside. Hey, if I'm going to be outside, even if it's fake, I'm going to wear a mask. Probably trying to pass on a good example, right? Which obviously this kid is so dense that it just he makes fun of her, right? Instead of trying to learn a valuable lesson. And then of course some other moron decided to put music just to celebrate the little punk. And again, you have to ask yourself, who are these parents? They're raising these future members of society. You have to wonder, right? Okay, let's go to the next clip.
Excuse me, Miss Lurser.
Miss Lurser, yes.
You are fine as
Oh, all right. We're not gonna
yeah,
use...
I'm gonna stick my in you one.
All right.
Yeah, with your fat ass titty.
Oh my God.
What would you say if Ms. Lurser, I believe was the name, was your mom or your sister? What would you say? What would you want to do to the parents, not to the dumbass kid, right? To the guardians of whoever's raising these little Damn, I'm going to have to mute myself. Sorry, I'm heated. What would you want to say to them, right? Because if this kid did it once, he's getting celebrated, right? By the other morons in the classroom. Damn! That's all kids can do today nowadays. Damn! Morons. And those are and I hate to say, because I've said it before, we have future leaders. I hate to say that, these are the future leaders. And you wonder why some people now aren't panicking and worried of the people that are probably maybe in college or were supposed to be in college or maybe out of college, but they're still acting like these morons. Right? Makes you, if it doesn't make you wonder, if you're just being very nonchalant, like JT, everybody acts like that. They'll get over it. They'll grow up. I still know people and I still see people that act like this and, they have like white hair on their freaking face. Because, to be fair, this is not a brand new problem. I don't necessarily want to say this is a Gen Z problem, a millennial problem. No. I think it has gotten increasingly worse. But if we have any sense of reality as parents, as leaders, as people watching these videos and coming across, we need to do something collectively together to speak back, right? Which is what this whole video is about right now. You right now watching videos, if you come across these, it's not a reshare, a like, whatever. I don't care if whatever they call me. When I come across those videos, I'm like, I'll report to them video. I will get them, obviously use them to bring them to you, bring attention to it when it in a sense of awareness of saying this is the little POSs that some people are raising that your children are going to have to listen to a certain extent while they're in class, maybe it's, this little dude is in one of your kids' class, and maybe your kid is an angel. Maybe your kid is the best. I have no reason to doubt that. But have you as a parent taken time to realize if, I don't know, little dude over here is in your kid's class? And is your kid, or I don't know if he or she is not, but do you know if your kid is, easily impressed by, I don't want to call him names, the kid, the video that we just watched? I don't know. All right. Let's go to the next one. Here we go.
So how many pages is the homework?
Well, Riz, there's
What kind of
25.
dumbass question is that?
All right, Ryan, you're going to be muted.
Why don't do me? Oh,
And then I'm going to call your father.
don't do that. Bullshit.
Yeah. Just another one, right? Just outright cussing out the teacher. Right? And I don't know that the kid sounded too concerned that the teacher was like, hey, I'm going to call your father. And why is that? Why do you think that is? No, I don't know for certain, nobody does. If maybe the kid will, be disciplined by the father. We don't know that. So to be fair, who knows? But just by seeing what we're seeing now or hearing, he didn't seem too concerned. Why? Because it's very likely that at home, he possibly has a parent that's like, oh, I will talk to him. No, it's not acceptable. I don't know what is coming over him. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, you're grounded. Hey, you don't be on social media. Hey, I'm serious now. I'm serious. Right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to now making teachers in class. The next category. Let's go to that video now.
He's back
All right, Justin, these are being recorded, as well as the chat.
Yeah, Justin, shut the up, stupid.
As well as Nick. And you guys are being referred to student affairs and local authorities.
My bad. Sorry.
Sorry.
You can
come on, stop saying stuff like that. I'm trying to learn.
Nah, because these guys interrupting for no reason. I'm just trying to learn.
Okay, and in 3 seconds, I'm going to shut down the Zoom meeting, and you guys can come.
Yo, you just need to shut the man. I'm trying to help you.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Okay. Obviously, the moment the teacher's like, all right, I'm going to shut it down. What does that, kid think? Ooh, perfect. Boom. Goes on hyperdrive and obviously provokes the class to be ended. And whoever is recording, seems to let out oh man, like he's bummed out. Maybe bummed out. No, of course not. Because they're really celebrating him. In my opinion, most of these kids are in it, or they're in on the joke, the prank, which is what, I can even hear probably some parents say, oh, he was just joking. I'm sorry, Mr. Principal, Miss Teacher. I will speak to him. I'm so sorry. It's just a joke. Which there's another video I'm preparing for you guys where it's like, it's a thing now to say. Whenever they're saying or doing something that's inappropriate, that is that you kind of sit there and you wonder, like, what the hell is going on through this kid's head? I was joking. It was a joke. Wow, so uptight. Boomer. A joke. All right, let's move on to the next category. And this one is playing pranks. All right, let's watch that video now.
Excuse me, Miss Corbin?
Yes.
Mom, get the out. I already took my diarrhea pill. Get the out. Really?
What?
You, Miss Corbin, you're a
God, get out of here. What's wrong with you?
you, Miss Corbin.
you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, man. I mean, tell me you don't feel the way, I feel right now. As you watch these over and over, you think, are these the same kids? No. I mean, I did what I could to check, some of these videos and go as deep as I could. No, I mean, they're happening all over the place. They are. Now, the saddest part is that they're happening mainly with boys, right? Rather than with girls. Now, I know some viewers are going to be like, yeah, because boys are dumb. It's hard to argue against that right now. It really is. Do I remember acting like that? No. No. Hell no. No. No, because, there was actual discipline that happened when I was growing up. At least it was happening in my household. And, it wasn't acceptable and widely, rather, acceptable as I feel it is now. Were there some class clowns? Yeah, of course there was. But I remember seeing, and hearing, those class clowns getting disciplined, actually getting, suspended. And some of them I remember even expelled. For those of you guys that are from San Diego, you guys remember like the kids that got basically kicked out. They ended up in a YOU and stuff like that. Remember those schools? Like, oh, you went to YOU. That means I'm sorry. You're a loser. Got your ass kicked out, out of school, and that's where they throw all the kids. That's what they used to do back then. It's like, we won't not educate those kids, because I guess legally we can't, but we're not going to leave them with the rest of what you would call normal kids, let's kick them to YOU. That's what that school is called. Is that happening now? I try to actually look into that. It doesn't look like it. It just looks like teachers are being told, put up with it. Be also a psychologist to these children. Learn to understand them. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's move on to the next video. Here we go.
Demonstrating your homework.
Wait, Ms. Fregosa, I had a question on the homework. Can I actually share it to the screen?
You know what? I'm still learning the system. Okay, I'm going to give you host privileges, so try it that way.
All right, thank you. You made me host?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, you guys can go off mute now. Look, I'm the host. No class. Teacher asked.
Wait, bro, what? You're gonna get suspended, boy. You're gonna get.
I don't know what happened. I'm back now. I can't figure it out. The internet keeps going out.
Something I'm gonna say before I get into the rest of the video. It's I cannot stand, and I'm sorry if you're like an angel and you're the best kid in the world and you're like a brainiac and you're about to get offended, because of what I'm about to say, or if maybe this is one of your kids. I cannot stand the damn morons that walk around with their hoodies, like that kid you saw in that video, right? And just like chewing on their things and like, oh, bro, oh my God, bro. I'm sorry, if that's you or if that's one of your kids, how are you not embarrassed? How are you not embarrassed? I can deal with the colored hair and all that stuff. Whatever. That's fine. Have your pink and blue hair. But I cannot stand those kids that cannot just be mature enough. That's all they can say and repeat over and over. Because there's nothing here. I'm sorry if that is one of your kids and you're like, I'm going to dislike you and comment you. Go ahead. But I'm sorry. That is the truth. There is nothing there for your child. And that is your fault. I'm sorry. Did I just hurt your feelings? Are you going to disagree? If you know a child like that, even if it's your relative, don't take offense to it. It's a reality of things and it should concern you. and not get out the, you shouldn't get out defensive over it. Pay no, just seeing comments, just talking to other people, that the vast majority of individuals agree. Those kids like that, that's their reaction to anything that's even, anything actually, good and bad. But most of the time, when there's something to be concerned over, that's their reaction. That's who they are. And on that one, by the way, those were the hijackings, right? You have a teacher that, it's like she's trying to do her job, as best as she can. And you can say, well, that's the teacher's fault. She should know and be trained. That means our education system. Shut up. Stop. It's not the education system's fault that your child, that your baby, that your bendición, and for some of you guys are like, wait, what do you do? That's what, in Spanish, this little trend that people call bendiciones, like your blessings, your children. That's what they're doing, some of them. And it's ridiculous. That's a grown adult that is a victim of this whole situation with the pandemic as much as any of us. And maybe her job didn't require her to learn, all this tech. And by the way, in the course that now she does, right? It's not like, oh, well, JT, she had 20 years to learn it. Some of you guys that I've spoken to, you guys don't even know how to put a proper caption on a photo. You guys don't even know how to open more than 2 or 3 apps. Some of you guys only use one because I don't want to deal with the rest of them, which is fine. You don't have to use all the apps, right? But can you imagine being a teacher of that age? She doesn't look like she's 20. She doesn't even look like she's 30. I'm sorry. She looks like an older woman, right? That she's like, hey, let me try to see, let me figure this out. And she's like, I'm here. This is the fastest way that I can figure out so far how to give you. And instead of a child being responsible, right, because he's been taught, hopefully, when he is given any sense of responsibility, hey, that is something actually to be proud of. It's like when a kid, it's like, hey, here's $20, don't misspend that. And a kid is like, yeah, I'm gonna save it, or I'm gonna only use what I need to. Right? You're like, you expect that of them. Or, hey, I'm going to leave you in the house for 10, 15 minutes. I'll be right back. And the house is not burnt down. Right? Those are things that people apply. They're like, the little kids are responsible. Here's a kid that is like, hey, I'm going to give you admin access. Go ahead and share whatever it is that you're going to share. And it's like all of a sudden, it's like, oh, what I'm going to do. It's ridiculous. It is infuriating. I'm sorry. It is. It's pathetic. All right, so let's go to the next hijack video.
All right. Make sure that we are all muted up. So I have a person here that I do not know who that is.
Shut up. Ugly.
There it is.
Get your fat ass up and do some pee. Your fat ass need to lose some weight.
That is wonderful.
Hey, you need to lose some weight, man.
Absolutely. I'm trying to, buddy.
I know what you're doing.
Not too much. I mean, I'm trying to watch my diet and stuff, but
What you eating for your diet?
A lot of spinach, and it's not going so great though, dude. You can tell, right?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you eating chicken.
Oh, love chicken. All right, but at the same time, we're just gonna remove you from the class.
All right. So in that video, a lot of people were applauding in the comment section that the teacher was able to kind of handle that. In a way where he was, I guess, maneuvering probably through the system, right? I don't think he was taking that, the offenses for fun, right? He was probably trying to maneuver through the Zoom call or whatever it is that they're using to get the hacker. It was the person that hacked, because you can tell the picture to me looked fake, and the little part you saw there light up in yellow, it was someone that obviously didn't want to show their face because they're cowards, right? Because they want to play pranks to make everybody laugh and to get clout, but they don't want to show their face, And while the teacher there is taking that beating, he finally figured, okay, I'm going to remove it from the class. And some people were like, hey, that teacher was, applaud to the teacher because, he was able to handle it correctly. But short of having to do that, you notice what all the rest of the teachers have to do? Just take it. Just take it because, God forbid somebody says something, because then you'll have a real Karen going up to the school trying to talk to the principal, right? And I want you to imagine like, it would be probably a white lady coming. No, wrong. Stop. Karen of all shapes, colors, sizes, and everything, right? Because I don't think this is secluded to that if a teacher would say something, here comes a white person. So I don't even want anybody to even remotely start heading in that direction. No. It would be those mothers that consistently put something like on their Facebook like, I am a tiger for my children. It's like, no. Dude, those are the parents that would go and yell, right? And not realize like, oh, I have a little shit. Now, does that mean that some teachers haven't gone out of line and saying things and they don't deserve to be, snapped back? Yeah. I've also seen some videos, not recently, but in the past, of teachers just completely getting out of line, right? Trying to humiliate children. And it's equally not okay. Those teachers should not be teachers, right? And if they get a snapback from either a mom or a dad, mama bear, papa bear, well, you deserve it. But that's not the case here, right? That is not the case here whatsoever. All right, let's move on to a video that I want to show you how there are some kids, right, that are trying their best to attend school, no matter where they're at. Just watch this video. Yeah. Oh, JT, come on. That kid clearly looks like he's not in America. And so, does that mean that he doesn't deserve the credit that I'm trying to give him here for trying to make the best out of a situation? Fine. I'll give you an American example. Some kids recently, these kids, were recently in a viral post because they had to attend school outside a fast food place just to get Wi-Fi. And they're not the only ones. This particular example went viral. Because the mom was working at the same time, the kids did not want to miss school. It could have been very easy. Blame the pandemic, blame the internet, blame whoever. But no, right? No matter if it was embarrassing, no matter if it was even dangerous, they were out there, right? And some people are like, where's the Wi-Fi plug? Where's the this plug? Where's the that plug? I cannot do it. Even when I have even remotely thought about that, I'm like, and I saw this picture, it made me feel embarrassed, because it shows, at least when it comes to school, there are some kids, right, that are the opposite of some of these morons that are trying to do their best, right, to be something, be someone in life. Now, you can maybe say I'm wrong, and that's fine with what I'm about to say, but at least in these two examples of these kids trying to attend school, it looks like they're coming from more true humble backgrounds, right? Kids of parents or households that don't have much. And it makes me wonder, where are the kids that you saw previously? Where are they coming from? What is their background? Right? Where are they playing their pranks from? Their pranks are so funny. Bobby's so funny. He's a jokester. He's going to grow up to be the next Adam Sandler. He's a jokester. All right. So let's go to one of the final videos. Actually, the final video here before I do my closeout. And that is of a teacher, and to show teachers how they're trying to do their best. Truly. Many of them, the good ones. Roll the clip.
I'm going to show you how to use a little old iPhone as a document camera. I would take it off to show you, but I've worked very hard to tape it to this thing, so it's in the perfect spot. But you just put it on the photo setting, like you're going to take a photo. Then you just need a cord, which I call this the iPhone charger cord. And you plug it into your computer, plug it right into that little iPhone. And then when you're on Zoom, okay, so I'm having a fake Zoom call. When I share my screen, you know how you have like your desktop, all these, I choose the iPhone cable and I say share, and it takes a second, and then it magically comes up. See? And then it's there. And then I'm able to show my screen and the kids see it right there. And ta-da! Fancy smancy document camera. Cost me $0.
Man, I don't know what to me was, more sad. Having to see the videos that I saw previously and then saw this teacher, how happy, she felt because, she was proud of what she was able to accomplish with $0, right? So that she can teach her class. Seeing all the books and all the weird, transformation she had to do with propping things up, or the fact that she went to trouble of learning something and then trying to teach it to other teachers so that, hey, we can teach the leaders of tomorrow. I'm not saying all kids are bad, and I'm not saying all teachers are suffering this, or that all teachers, that suffer this don't deserve it, whatever that means. No, I'm saying is that there is a clear problem. What I'm saying is that the problem is not just at the child level, it's further than that. And some of you guys watching this video right now probably know someone, a mommy and a daddy that refuse to do their job, that are, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it and it's going to sound harsh, that are just breeders. They're not parents. To be a parent, and a lot of you guys I think will agree, it's something you earn. Not just because, I had him and I feed him and then I take him places and they call me mommy and daddy. That doesn't make you a parent. That makes you a breeder. That you popped him out and you gave yourself a title because you just, gave it to yourself. And, they're just there. And it's like, what do you want me to do? I work all day. You don't know what you're talking about, JT. I work all day. I'm a workaholic. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm sorry. You had them. They are your problem. And if you don't control and manage your problem, they become all of our problem. They do. They will. And then when they do something, a lot of those parents will try to tell you, we were joking. It was an accident. It's not my fault. I don't know why he's like that. I don't know why she's like that. Why? Because you refuse to take responsibility. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this offends you. I'm sorry if you're mad right now. You're going to leave me a nasty comment and a thumbs down. Go ahead. That just proved my point. That literally proves my point. See, the biggest problem that exists in humanity, and this is not new, right, is that we refuse to take one responsibility. And when someone tells you, hey, you might have a problem, and even resonate a little bit with you, you immediately take the defensive side, and you're upset. And I'm going to write a letter, right? Telling and saying everything that is to your favor, right? Because there is no way to improve, right? There's no way to improve. There's nothing you can do. You are a victim of your own circumstance. Do you understand and see where I'm going with this? It is a real problem. I'm sorry if you think I'm overworked up over this. I have children. And you can say, but how are yours? You know what? This is one of the few topics that I can speak from a quote unquote high horse. And I am very proud of that. I am. I'm extremely proud of that. I'm more proud of my children, right? And can show with proof, and I have, by the way, go through my social media, than I think I am of anything else that I've accomplished for myself. This very show. The times that I've broken over $1 million in revenue, it pales in comparison. To know that, hey, your kid got accepted into an honor roll. Hey, The principal is emailing you saying your kid is awesome. She is on the principal role and stuff like that. You know, those are my accomplishments. You know, has my kid ever acted a fool like this? Hell no. Will they? They better not. I can tell you that right now, because as a parent, it's my responsibility to make sure they don't. In that sense, be woke. You know, there's all this like, are you woke? Yeah, I'm a woke ass parent when it comes to taking responsibility. Right? I'm not asleep at the wheel and the kids are running amok and God knows what they're doing. And I finally like, oh, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Really? You didn't hear the whole time? Yeah, are you not paying attention? Right? In that sense, no, I'm very, very awake to the flaws, the shortcomings of my children, and I'm there day in, day out to do my best as a parent. And I haven't always had this scenario or this opportunity, this setting, whatever you want to call it, I have now. For some of you guys that know me, maybe I'm like, that's because you get to be home all day. Come join the other side. I've worked. My children are not 1 year old. My children are of various ages. One of them is a teenager. And I've had jobs where I've worked 10, 12 hours. Well, that's because your wife is raising them. You said it. I'm being hyperbolic when I say that, first of all. And I can tell you right now and in front of my wife that we've raised them together. And anybody that knows me and truly knows me have seen my character, my leadership. Because I am a leader to my children. And if you cannot say that of yourself because you're going to hurt your own feelings, cry, be upset, and you are refusing to seek help, not only are you going to pay that price, your children, and then unfortunately, the rest of us. The rest of us that are going to deal with those children when they grow up and they have a job and they're doing whatever they're doing, whatever service they're providing, right, for whatever company, and then we have to deal with them. God forbid they go the extreme, tragic side of becoming some maybe gang member or something. And then they end up shot. And then they end up in some wall, in some post, saying this was a real homie, this was the this was the that. And that's one thing that sometimes keeps me up at night, randomly comes through my head, is at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of creator I am. I don't care what kind of manager, supervisor, employee I was. More, pay attention, more than I care of what kind of parent, rather, I am. The day that I die. That's what I care more about. Is knowing what kind of parent will my children remember me as. How did I set them up? Not only financially, but also in values. What kind of values did I leave for them? And only time will tell. For anybody that's about or even think about trolling me, bring it on. Because only time will tell, right? Only 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years from now, when I'm still doing this, because I'm planning to do this forever. When I'm, at least in my head, right? We'll see. Time will tell. I used to give these rants to some individuals that I know 5 years ago. A lot of them used to tell me, it's because están chiquitos. They're like, basically means because they're little. Talk to me when you have a teenager. Right? Fast forward. I have one. Dude, your child is going to be twerking at 12. Sorry? What? Se te va a desaparecer. Meaning she's going to leave. Right? You're going to wake up one day and they're going to be there. No. Wrong. Challenge accepted. I'll see you here. 5 years. We'll see. Because at the end of the day, it's on me. At the end of the day, it's on you as a parent. And if you are not a parent, but maybe you're a guardian, it's on you too. It's on you too. If you don't agree, then, that's also on you. And there's anybody can say or do to make you think otherwise. You can continue being mad and upset and disliking and, reporting and anything that doesn't fit your narrative. Because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And I'll say this, and I'll close out with this. Time will tell. Time will tell. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And on to the next one. See ya.